Hello Warrior family, Mr. Vicka here, campus principal. Just doing another video to help everyone understand how we're going to do hybrid at the campus. So today I'm here to just walk you through the halls and show you what we've done for mitigation purposes to keep everyone as safe as we possibly can. And hopefully at the end of this video you'll feel comfortable with our procedures and understand what we're doing. So we actually have a student getting dropped off right now. Hey, Warrior Will, how's it going? All right, well, you know what? No one's allowed in the building without a mask, so I'm going to put a mask on you, okay? And if you happen to forget your mask, we've got extra ones. All right, so students in grades 7 through 12 are actually going to enter the building on the north side, just like you have done over the past few years. You're going to come right into door 3 and 4 over here on the side, and we will have a security officer there watching people come in. All right, so we just entered door 4, and we're in the building now, and as you can see, there's a table set up here by our ramp. At this table, every single morning, we will have grab-and-go breakfast available for any student that wishes to take it. So for students who picked up breakfast in the morning at the table that I just showed you, they will be permitted to eat their breakfast in their first, second, or third period class. So for students in grade 6 specifically, we've decided for the first week or two, we're actually going to have them enter through the front door of the high school. So you'll still go ahead and pull in the main parking lot of the high school, middle school campus, but instead of having them go into the building with all of the 7th and 8th and 9th and 10th, 11th, 12th graders, we're actually going to give them their own separate entrance to the front of the high school. So once your 6th grader comes in the front door of the high school, middle school, they're going to head in, and upon their arrival, I will have staff members in the main entryway that will guide them to the middle school. As you can see, as we pan through the hallway here, we have placed stickers on the floor that show one-way direction. Our building essentially is a figure 8, so it's a pretty easy path to get around the building on the first floor as well as the second floor. Whoa, whoa, whoa! These are upstairs. You have to go back up, and the downstairs is right over there. So come lunchtime, which is either L1 or L2 on your student's schedule, they will actually leave their class before L1 or L2 and head down to the cafeteria if they are planning on getting a lunch from the cafeteria. As you can see on the floor, the cafeteria is also a location that is a one-way location. So we're going to walk down this way and directly into the kitchen over there. Our new kitchen area is also set up as a one-way pathway. So students will enter the door through here. They will come through the lunch line and receive their grab-and-go lunch, and then they will head directly out of this door and head right to their mentoring classroom. So for clarification, again, students will leave the cafeteria and they will head right to their mentoring classroom, and they will be permitted to eat their lunch in their mentoring classroom.
Loitering in the bathrooms is prohibited. Get in, get out, get where you need to be. We will not be using lockers this year. Students will be permitted to put their stuff in a backpack and come in and out of their classrooms.
As a mitigation procedure, we have closed all of our water fountains, but the bottle fillers do still work. So it is recommended that you bring a water bottle. As you can see, all of our offices are open. This includes the high school main office, the middle school main office, and the school counseling office. We just ask that when you are in these offices, you respect personal space. Another reminder is that our attendance office is still open, and if your student is going to be absent that day, you still need to call our attendance line to talk to Ms. Lockwood, or at least leave a message with her that your student will be coming or will not be coming in that day. In addition, if your student needs to leave early for an appointment, he or she will need to actually come down to the attendance window, and Ms. Locker will give them a pass. Due to the square footage limitations and social distancing practices, we're actually not going to be utilizing the new cafeteria for lunch. As I said before in the video, we're actually going to be utilizing the classrooms to eat lunch in. That way we can provide more distance for the students. What we will be using this new space for is for study hall. The thing that we're going to do with study hall to limit our numbers is if you have a study hall in period 2 or 3 on your schedule, or 8 and 9, we are not requiring you to report to those study halls. If you have a study hall in period 4, 5, 6, and 7, you should plan on reporting to the cafeteria. We're currently analyzing all the square footage of each of our classrooms to determine what the best classroom setup is to provide social distancing. So in a room like this, with the new tables that we've got, we're able to socially distance 1 student per table. Throughout the entire day, classrooms will be sanitized. Teachers have been given all the materials that they need to sanitize classrooms, as well as we have put hand sanitizer stations at all the entry doors for each classroom. At the end of the day, we ask that all students exit the building through the north parking lot doors. As you are exiting the building, I ask that you keep your mask on until you reach your vehicle.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Now that we're back in my office and I'm sitting in here by myself, I'm going to remove my mask. So a couple reminders for parents and families that are sending their kids to school. We are asking that every family does a wellness check, and if your student is not feeling well, we ask that you please call into the attendance office and keep your student at home that day. In addition, students, if you are in our building, I ask that you try your best to maintain 6 feet of distance between you and other folks that are in the building. Again, we are working on our classrooms to come up with the best design to provide that 6-foot distance between students and teachers while in the classroom. We have to talk a little bit about the schedule, and I'm going to put the schedule up on the screen here. The daily schedule actually follows our traditional bell schedule. The only difference is we are switching to a hybrid model, so I'll put that up on the screen now, where you're going to be designated as either a scarlet student or a gray student. And that designation is based upon alphabetical split of your last name. So if you look at the hybrid schedule for either the high school or the middle school, you'll see that Monday is yellow, and we would refer to that as an A day. The yellow day, as you see on the bottom and the top of that schedule, says all students are remote. So no students will be reporting to the building on Mondays unless they are asked to be here by a specific teacher. Our staff will be working in the building on Monday, so you may have a request from a teacher to be here on Monday, but we will give you plenty of notice to know if that's going to happen. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can see that the Scarlet group is in the building, and then the gray group at the bottom of that schedule, you can see I've written there, gray group is signed in remote. So again, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the Scarlet group, which is alphabet, last name A through K, is in the building, and then the gray group, which would be L through Z, are signed in remote. So you're probably asking, what does signed in remote mean? We essentially want students to have a experience with their teacher every single day. So obviously on Monday it's going to be remote, and it'll feel pretty much like we have been doing since we started school this year. But on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, we will have a group of students in the building, and we'll have a group of students signed in to a Google Meet and actually watching the class and interacting with the teacher remote from home. So I guess in layman's terms, that means that you don't have a day off if it is not your day to be here. You are to be signed in and interacting with your teacher. Your teacher will keep you on for as long as he or she would like to. That may be the entire class period. That may be 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, they may release you to do some sort of asynchronous type activity. So again, it staggers Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And the staff are preparing for this type of education right now. In addition, some support services that we're going to offer Our office hours, this is a term that you have been familiar with for a few years if you've been on campus. Our office hours are going to run in the mornings from 7:35 to 8:30. Those hours are set aside for staff to work with students in small group or individual, and that will be based upon an invitation from the teacher to your student and to you to join them during that first period session for some additional help or a conversation about your student's academic progress. And finally, if anyone is struggling throughout these times, I just want to offer our support through our care team, and that is headed up by our FACE coordinator, Carrie Sullivan. And Carrie Sullivan can be reached by dialing the high school number, which is 440-356-3500, and her extension is 4117. In addition, if you would like to talk to Carrie face-to-face or meet with Carrie, Carrie Sullivan's office is located in the new middle school addition off of Campus Drive. Her office is located in the middle school office down there. So again, if anyone has any questions for me or Mr. Honick, feel free to reach out via email or phone. Have a good day. On behalf of the staff of the campus, we are really excited to bring students back. We're looking forward to actually having in-person instruction going on and seeing your smiling faces. So again, on behalf of the administration and teaching staff at Fairview High School and Mayer Middle School, be safe, be well,